Hey guys, for this video today, I will be sharing my thoughts on the Atlanta Braves' new uniforms for the 2019 Major League Baseball season. Now, there's a couple of the uniforms here that only got very small updates, and then there's two of the uniforms that got major updates, and in both cases they got major improvements. So basically, the two colored alternate uniforms, the red and blue ones, got major upgrades in my opinion, and the gray and cream jerseys got very small updates, while the classic white home uniform is remaining the same. It has not been touched whatsoever. And personally, I think that, in my opinion, the Atlanta Braves made the right decision because their white home uniform is a great uniform. It really is, at least in my opinion. And as for the other four, the beige or cream and the gray uniforms, or the jerseys to be exact, or to be specific, they only got very small updates, and I will get into those soon. But the red and navy blue alternate uniforms got the biggest updates of all. And in my opinion, I think that the Atlanta Braves made some significant improvements to those. And to the small improvements that they made to the cream and gray uniforms, I feel that they were good improvements as well. But let's see. Where should we start? I'm going to start off with the new red alternate uniform. And up until this season, even last year, the uniform was red, but it had the Braves wordmark with a patriotic treatment to it. And instead of just the navy blue piping along the center of the chest going down, it was navy blue piping that had white piping on each side of the navy blue piping that you see here on the chest down to the stomach of the jersey, to the bottom, sorry. And it had the white and navy blue, and it just did not look as good. But what they've done here is they've now gone back to having a simple navy blue wordmark on the front, and they've also brought the tomahawk back. I think that the Braves did the right thing here because not only does it look way better and it's much cleaner now, but the tomahawk is such a unique feature to the Braves only. So in my opinion, they should totally take pride in having that unique element on their uniform. And they're the only team that has it, so I think it's great that they've brought it out and they're owning it on their red jersey. And personally, I think that they did the right thing. And honestly, I feel that the red alternate uniform, and I've even seen it on TV a couple times this season, I really like what they've done. It's much better than what it replaced. Now, as for the navy blue away uniform, I'm going to talk about that a little bit later on. Let's move on to the gray away uniform. So the design is exactly the same. The only thing that has changed is that the Braves have made some small, subtle changes to the Atlanta wordmark, and the wordmark's now a little bit more upright according to sportslogos.net. And personally, it's kind of tough to see from this camera, or from this shot here, but it's a small little tweak to the Atlanta wordmark, and the rest of the jersey remains untouched, and rightfully so. And personally, I think that small little update is actually a pretty good one. Most people aren't going to notice it, but I find that it cleans up the wordmark has been cleaned up a bit. There's a little bit more space between the letters, and honestly, I think that it's a small update, but it was a good one. Now, moving on to the Braves cream alternate uniform. Before, it only had the striping along the center of the jersey. But now what they've added is a thin navy blue stripe on each sleeve. And in my opinion, I don't know why the Braves never did that in the first place. Because I feel that that little thin navy blue stripe on each sleeve completes the look. It's a small detail that makes all the difference in my opinion. And personally, I really do feel that the Braves did a great job doing what they did in this case. I mean, it's the cream alternate uniform that you see here is the second consecutive uniform that I'm discussing in this video that has only received a very small update. But I feel that it's the biggest small update or the most significant small update to the jersey itself. Now, to the word mark on the away uniform, I feel that it was a really good update. It was small, but I find that it actually makes the word mark look better myself. But adding the thin navy blue stripe on each sleeve, in my opinion, completes the beige, or as they call it, their cream alternate jersey. And in my opinion, it's a really nice uniform. I like it. It's a very nice, clean, simple look. And that thin navy blue stripe on each sleeve, in my opinion, completes it. And I think it's really quite a nice uniform. And, I mean, don't get me wrong, I really like their regular home uniform. But, I mean, I've got to be honest, I really, really like the cream alternate now, especially since they've added the navy blue stripe on each sleeve. I feel that it completes the uniform, and I think it's a terrific home alternate to wear once in a while. I think the Braves did a good job, a great job actually, on seeing the potential for some small updates that make all the difference. And that thin navy blue stripe on each sleeve is it's a small update that makes a huge improvement to the jersey itself and the uniform as a whole. It goes to show that even sometimes small updates can make a big difference. Now, the next uniform I want to discuss is the new navy blue alternate uniform. And in this case, well, I mean, is it better than what it's replaced? Absolutely. But I gotta be honest. I'm getting a little bit tired of so many teams in Major League Baseball insisting on navy blue uniforms. I mean, at least this year, what the Minnesota Twins have done is they've brought in a new navy blue alternate that has some gold on it. Something that's different. And when you look at the uniform that the Braves have switched to this year, the new navy blue alternate, in my opinion, it's not great. I mean, although I would agree with anyone who says that it's definitely an improvement over this, I still don't love it. So notice that the Braves for the longest time have had this insistence on having a navy blue word mark and navy blue numbers on a navy blue jersey. To me, it was a head scratcher, and the times that I have seen it on TV, I've got to confess, I have always disliked this jersey. Like, I don't know about you viewers out there, but navy blue numbers and word marks on a navy blue jersey is just terrible. I mean, at least the updated uniform has a red word mark and even a red tomahawk on the front, which the color of the tomahawk doesn't matter to me as much. The red one does look good on the navy blue, but I don't even mind the navy blue tomahawk on this one. But I will say, I do prefer the red one. But I don't understand a navy blue word mark and numbers on a navy blue jersey. It just looks bad. And just for the record, the numbers on the new navy blue jersey are now in red rather than navy blue. Thank goodness. But yeah, also real quick, notice how the word mark is all close together. What they've done with the word mark is they've made it a little bit more upright, and they've also cleaned up the word mark just a little bit. And they've changed it just a bit where if you look at it here, and it's kind of tough to explain, but it's a little bit more, shall I say that the letters are a little bit better spaced out along the front of the jersey. I mean, at least in my opinion, it does look a lot better than this. I mean, in my opinion, this was one of the worst jerseys in Major League Baseball. And it's nice to see that this one has thankfully been retired. But I will say this. I mean, is this navy blue alternate an upgrade over what I just showed you guys? Hell yeah. But is it great? By all means, no. At least in my opinion. I mean, at least you do have to give the Braves a little bit of credit for at least fixing the navy blue on navy blue uniform. But I've got to be honest, I'm not a fan of the gray piping on the front. And I'm sorry, but I'm just not a big fan of this navy blue uniform for the Braves. And I've got to be honest, I'm kind of tired of so many teams in Major League Baseball having navy blue uniforms. I mean, the Cleveland Indians have a navy blue uniform that they've changed even for this season that is very similar to the Red Sox navy blue uniform, or jersey, I mean, you've got a lot of teams in baseball that have navy blue, and I think there's too many. But you know what? The fact it is an improvement over what it's replaced, and I'll give the Braves that, but I just don't think it's that great of a uniform. I mean, in my opinion, if you look at this uniform here, what I like about it is that it's got a unique design to it. It's got, the sleeves are white where it kind of comes up on the arms up to the neck as well. It's got the feather design on the sleeves, and it's something different. And this photo here gives you a better idea. I mean, I think the feather design on the sleeves is cool. I mean, if the Braves absolutely have to have a navy blue jersey, I mean, I think it'd be better if they had something more like a navy blue version of something like this. Or better yet, I mean, they could even do a uniform that has the new Atlanta wordmark script on the front of it, but with this design, whether it's royal blue or navy blue, and I think that would be much better. I mean, I'd like to see teams do something a little bit more original sometimes. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I agree with anybody who says this new navy blue uniform is a major upgrade over this, and it is 100%, eh? But the gray piping on the front, to me it's just another navy blue uniform. I mean, the red one, I mean, you could argue that, yeah, it's another red jersey, which it is. But I think that the Braves did a really good job with it. And I like how they've got the tomahawk on the front again and just the clean Braves wordmark on the front in navy blue with white trim. I mean, it's a nice, clean, simple uniform. The Sunday, I believe the cream uniform is their Sunday home alternate, if I'm not mistaken, and please correct me if I am wrong. But adding the navy blue stripe on each sleeve, in my opinion, completes the look. I mean, if you picture it without those stripes on the sleeves, it looks like it's missing something. Now it looks complete. I mean, the average Joe is probably not going to notice the updated Atlanta script on both the new navy jersey and the gray road jersey, but you know what? I in my opinion at least, I do feel that it is cleaner looking. So let me see if maybe I can possibly find another photo to share. But basically, before I move on to that, basically what the Braves have done is they've made the T, like the stick part of the T above the cross, a little bit taller, and they've angled the A a little bit differently, where it's a little bit longer and the stick kind of bottom part of the A comes out a little bit more. And I just find that the word mark is a little bit cleaner. And For the record, the only change that the Braves did make to their away jersey is just the slight change to the word mark. And as sportslogos.net said when the uniform change was unveiled officially, it was a very, very minor update. But the thing is that the lettering of the Atlanta word mark on both the navy blue and gray jerseys is now a little bit more spaced out, and personally, I think it's a bit cleaner. It's not something you're going to really notice as much, but I think it's a small update that makes all the difference. But for me, the biggest upgrade of all definitely goes to the navy blue jersey, even though it's not my favorite jersey. I mean, this design that they had here for quite a few years, I'm sorry, but it's just so bad, in my opinion. I mean, a navy blue word mark and navy blue numbers on a navy blue jersey. I mean, that's a pet peeve I have with the Los Angeles Angels red jersey, where it's got red numbers and a red word mark on a red jersey. I don't understand why Major League Baseball teams, or some teams in Major League Baseball, insist on having word marks and numbers on their jerseys that match the color of the jersey itself. I mean, where's the contrast? I mean, yes, I get it that players don't move around much in baseball. Everybody and their dog knows that if you follow sports or have seen baseball at least once in your life. But you know what? That doesn't mean you don't have good contrasting uniforms. I mean, where's the red on this uniform? I mean, at least this uniform has red numbers on the back and a red word mark and now even a red tomahawk. There's some contrast there. But for me personally, for anybody wondering, you know what I think would have been a really nice thing for the Braves to have done with this uniform? Not just maybe doing something more along the lines of this or even this, and had this arm sleeve style on even a navy blue jersey. But with the current design that they've elected to go with, you know what I think would have made this jersey way better? Is if they had absolutely no gray piping or sleeve striping on it at all. If it was just a plain navy blue jersey with the red Atlanta word mark, red tomahawk, and red numbers on the back with the white player names on the back remaining the same as before when they still had this uniform up until the end of last season. So the letters on the back are still white, which is good. But honestly, I think that if they would have removed the gray piping along the front and the gray stripe on each sleeve, I think this uniform, this navy blue jersey here, would have been a lot better. I mean, it's better than what it's replaced, but in my opinion, it's still not great. But because the last navy blue uniform was so bad, I mean, that's a huge improvement. Obviously, the second biggest one is the Braves red jersey. I mean, it's much better than what it's replaced. And for me, my favorite update of all of the uniforms is the thin navy blue stripe on each sleeve of the cream alternate, because I find it finally completes that uniform. And I didn't even know that they didn't even have the striping on each sleeve until the Braves made this change official earlier this year. Because, in my opinion at least, I mean, I don't know why they didn't have this in the first place. I mean, it looks great. And it now looks like a perfect, complete uniform. I would say that Braves cream jersey is a perfect uniform now. And what I'm going to do here before I wrap up the video is I'm going to try and show you guys maybe a better photo or two of the jerseys themselves, because I want to give you guys the best chance possible to see the uniform up close. So, and just bear with me for a moment, but I want to show you guys the best pictures I can possible, because For me, I really like to show you guys the jerseys up close so you can kind of get a chance to see the difference. And just bear with me for a moment. But let's see. So, first off, I want to show you guys this one here, the red alternate. Because just so that you get a chance to see the back of it as well. So, as you can see, as I said earlier, the numbers are navy blue and the letters on the back are obviously white. And to me, this is just a nice, clean design. I mean, and I think that a red alternate uniform can be quite a nice look. I mean, I know a lot of teams wear red, but the thing is, the Braves have always had red in their color scheme as far as I can remember. And I think it's maybe they've even always had it. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they've always had red going back decades and decades of franchise history. But here's the other thing. Here's what I want to really show you as well before I wrap up the video. This is the red uniform that the new one has replaced. That patriotic theme for the word mark and this extra white striping on the piping and even on the sleeves, I just find it makes the jersey look really busy and not for the better. And I believe the numbers were still in navy blue, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it just, to me, the new updated Braves red alternate is so much better. It's cleaner. It even has the tomahawk on the front again. I mean, that's such a unique feature. And that's something that I think they should own because nobody else has it. And I think it's a pretty cool feature, eh? Now, I was going to say, I was hoping to find a photo of the cream jersey without the navy blue on each sleeve, but I'm not going to bother. But, you know, I do got to say this. I mean, here, I'll end on this note. But you know what? Overall, I mean, compared to what they had last year, a couple of the uniforms got small changes, and a couple of the uniforms, as you can obviously now tell, got major changes. But in my opinion, overall, every change that the Braves have made have all been improvements. My favorite improved uniform of the bunch definitely would go to the red alternate. And number 2, and it's a close number 2 because I think it's a really nice jersey, is the cream alternate. That thin navy blue stripe on each sleeve completes the uniform, and I think it's a perfect look. And it's a great alternate uniform in my opinion. But the red one, losing the white accents on the piping and the sleeve striping and the patriotic Brave script and putting the tomahawk back on the front again, were all major improvements. The navy blue jersey, in my opinion, is the most improved because the last one was so damn bad. But the red alternate is my favorite upgrade of the bunch. But I think the Braves cream alternate is such a nice jersey. It's in terms of ranking the updates as under my favorite updates of the bunch, it's a close second for me because I think it's a really, really nice jersey. Number 3, even though it's not my favorite design, the navy blue one has to be my third favorite because even though it's not my favorite jersey, it's a major upgrade over what it's replaced. But I wish they would just lose all the gray piping and gray sleeve stripes because I think that if they took those off, this could actually be, even though it's another navy blue uniform in Major League Baseball, it would be a bit cleaner in my opinion. But the red numbers on the back too, the red script, the red tomahawk, in my opinion, are big improvements. And obviously it's not my least favorite upgrade, but it's just the least noticeable. The slight change to the Atlanta word mark on both the navy blue and gray uniforms, or jerseys, sorry. It's a small improvement, but I like that the script is now a little bit more upright, and I also like how the letters appear to be a little bit more spaced. And the word mark itself did get tweaked a little bit. And I think it's a small update that's, you know, for the average Joe, most people are not gonna notice it, but I think it's a small update that makes all the difference. And the navy blue jersey, it's nice to see that they fixed that all navy blue dark on dark uniform. It needed to go. I mean, it's still not great, but I will definitely take this over what it's replaced. The cream jersey, the navy blue stripe on each sleeve makes it a perfect jersey in my opinion. I absolutely love that look. It's a beautiful alternate uniform, and it's great that the Braves made that small update to it. But as for that red alternate, it was a much needed change, a long overdue change, and let me tell you guys, I think it's a really nice jersey. I think the Braves overall, in my opinion, looking at all four of these jerseys, because these four all got a tweak of some sort while the regular home uniform did not, I feel that every uniform you see here out of these four got an upgrade. The red one with the biggest, the navy blue one with the biggest upgrades of all. The red one with some major upgrades as well that were really, really good. And a small upgrade to the cream alternate that looks terrific in my opinion. And a small update to the word mark on the gray away jersey that I think is actually a really good change. So overall, I've got absolutely zero complaints about the Braves uniform changes. I feel that they are all upgrades except for the Braves insisting on the gray piping on this jersey and the gray accents. I think that it would be better without them. And I actually believe that it would be better if the Braves had a navy blue jersey design that was based off of these uniforms here from the 1970s. I think a navy blue jersey in these with this feather logo on the sleeves would be really cool. And you know what? In my opinion, I'd actually rather see them just wear that navy blue throwback, the royal blue throwback with the new Atlanta word mark on the front. I think that would actually be really good with the tomahawk as well. But obviously it's a matter of personal opinion. But for me, for anybody curious to know, I find that there's too many teams in Major League Baseball that have navy blue jerseys, and I think it'd be nice to see maybe even a little bit more variety, but oh well. I mean, in this case, this navy blue jersey could be a lot worse. It's so much better than what it's replaced. I mean, I would take all the gray accents off of it myself. And I would also make it, and I actually think that if they did make a navy blue jersey with the same jersey style as those 70s throwbacks that I just showed you guys, I actually think that that would be a really good navy blue alternate. And that would be, for a navy blue jersey, that would be a jersey that I know I could live with, because I think it would actually be something unique. It'd be something different. And actually, I think it would look pretty good. But anyways, you guys, overall, every single change that the Braves have made, in my opinion, have been significant upgrades. Every single one. Even to the gray away jerseys Atlanta script on the front. Every change they've made are all upgrades, and I think the Braves did a great job overall. I mean, I would have designed the navy blue jersey differently, as I've said, but you know what? Looking at what they've gone with, I mean, I'll take that over this right here any day of the week. But anyways, you guys, after 29 minutes, I'm going to call a wrap on this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I'd be curious to hear how you guys feel about the Braves changes for the 2019 Major League Baseball season. But on that note, folks, until my next video, I'm going to call it a wrap on this one. And as always, take care. And of course, as usual, everyone, bye for now.